And I do believe that they have just arrived. Welcome, folks.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes. Alrighty. So here we are.
Here
In
we are.
the Here we are. So this is Mega Man X4. I am Funnels. You can call me Flan or anything you want if you come up with a funny nickname. And let my couch present themselves, please.
Hello, everyone, again. As you remember from the Wife's Ghostbusters run earlier at 4 in the morning, my name is Crimson Shooter. I am a zero playing non-competitive X4 speedrunner.
Hi, I'm Joker. I'm not a X4 runner, but I have seen the world record. I'm here to have fun and to support Flynn.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. We're gonna be playing the 100% category with X. And yeah, let me just change up the controls here real quick for my preference. There's anything anybody want to say?
Good luck, have fun, and don't give out too many lemon heads.
Here's the thing, man. And let's go. Let's count down. Time starts when I select my character. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say I'm really sad that this is a no cutscene run because these cutscenes are something else. They are magnificently 90s.
I know,
Very,
right?
very
Very nice.
magnificently 90s.
It's
But
definitely very nice.
as you'll
So,
see,
Crimson, yes,
yeah.
please explain.
So as you can see right now, we're actually doing a lot of dash jumps because dash jumps just give you the speed of a dash while gaining you a lot of horizontal momentum, allowing you to traverse stages exceedingly fast. And intro stage is broken up into two parts: Sky Lagoon and then down after the crash. This is where your technical platforming tends to come in because there's going to be a lot of areas where obstacles that can instantly kill you will be dropping.
And now here comes a really fun thing. The pretty much the only manipulation of the game. You see me dash off that rising platform and destroy that last block with a charge shot and a lemon. That pretty much will make that the boss here of the intro stage will not flinch when I hit him for the first time, which is crucial because that allows me to kill it faster.
Yep.
Hopefully, without him flying off to the other side. But unfortunately, he did not behave.
Yep. So as you can see, for most of the time, we're going to be hitting him with what are known as half charge shots. Some people tend to call them like level 1 charge shots because that's just your main source of DPS, and that it does more damage than a standard shot, but doesn't trigger as many iframes as a fully charged shot.
Yeah, so basically that was the first boss, Iragion, and that's the first stage. It's pretty quick. And now we're coming up to the 8 Mavericks. If Crimson would like to explain why we're going in the order that we're gonna go.
Sure thing. So the order that we'll tend to go in is that we're going to be taking on Dragoon first. Dragoon is just he's your standard fire maverick, and he's a massive Akuma ripoff. You'll see why if you haven't already played this game. Um, his stage is full of areas that can trip you up, especially for first time runners. But the the main problem is the boss himself. He is RNG to the nth degree. And because there's no telling what he will do. Positioning with him does not matter. You just have to hope he doesn't try to do something that can throw you off your rhythm.
Basically, and now we're going to get an intentional damage boost here. But I failed it a little bit. But it's okay. So yeah, every stage is broken up in 2 sections. That's just how it's been built. And in this last section, we're gonna get hit by the fireball there, because that always happens to me. And here we have this mech. It's important to get the mech because this lava is insta kill, and wouldn't you know it, the edges of Dragoon stage are just pits to get into the lava. So that's a thing.
Yep. Now, as you saw, we broke through an underpath and were able to bring the mech in. A good beginner strategy would be to bring the mech in to give yourself a bit more HP, but the iframes they trigger are just intense. Oh.
All right, that was a good Dragoon.
Good
That is
RNG there.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, that is actually second or third best RNG, because what you want him to do was just start off with a fire breath immediately for best RNG.
Exactly. But that wasn't too bad. There was a run that I died to him, and it was painful.
Hey, Otter, go ahead and take over. We're gonna fix the audio.
All right, the audio issue is being looked at. We should get that taken care of shortly, and yeah, then we will be back with some more Mega Man. As a quick reminder, thank you so much for coming by to support Midwest Access Coalition. All your donations will be going towards supporting a safe and legal abortion in the Midwest United States. Your funds will go to supporting travel expenses, coordination costs, lodging, food, medicine, childcare, and emotional support services for those seeking an abortion in the Midwest. If you would like to make a donation, all donations will be greatly appreciated. !donate will bring up a donation link. !charity will bring up information about the Midwest Access Coalition. And if you are at all interested in helping support events like these in the future, please consider joining the Fastest Furs team. You do not have to be a furry. You do not have to be a furry, nor do you have to be a speedrunner to join the community. Many of our hosts and chat mods are not directly speedrunners, but they do great work nonetheless, helping out the team with marathons, both out in front and behind the scenes. So please consider joining the Fastest Furs Discord. Yes, thank you, Awu Squad, for bringing up that link. And you can help support great causes, meet some great people, and have a good time doing it. Crimson speaks truth. Chat is cute. Listen, I don't make the rules. It is what it is. It's just a statement of fact. Don't make the rules. thank you so much for a $20 donation from Savage Wizrobe. It says, Savage here, making sure to get a donation in for this amazing cause. May we be the light in the darkness. Also, good luck, Flenn, on the run. Indeed. Tech makes you want to clam up in fear. Hey, I see that. I see that. On that clam reference. Alright. We have audio, it seems, and our folks are on the way back. Flenn and Crimson soon with us once again, and I do believe that here they are.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sudden technical difficulties.
Sorry, chat.
It wouldn't be a marathon without them.
What is a marathon without technical difficulties? Am I right?
Just
A miserable little pile of gameplay.
a miserable little pile of gameplay. Yes, thank you, Richter, or Dracula, but whatever. Anyway, the point is, thank you, Castlevania.
Thank you, Castlevania. So let's count down again to start the timer once more. So 3, 2, 1. We can start again now. All right, back up. We are now going to Spider Stage after beating Dragoons.
Yep. Spider Stage is usually done second because it has one of our easier accessed armor parts, as well as just allowing us to get everything within one go.
Yeah, here we're gonna get the foot parts, which gives us the ability to air dash and hover for a few seconds, which is pretty useful, I must say.
Hovering is always best useful ability. Saves you from those nice misinputted jumps.
Exactly. So here's just some. Here comes a pretty interesting climb through the waterfall, Lex. If I just. There we go.
Nice.
Yo, that was clean.
The
I regret
movement.
to inform you that the screen is now frozen.
Oh no!
Oh my freaking.
Oh wait, it's doing stuff now. I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
That just means we have to go back and we have to do that clean jump again. And that's fine, right?
Nah,
Joker,
man.
Joker, if there's one thing about X4, it gives you plenty of climbs. Wait until you see a later one.
Oh no, that's absolutely fair. The movement tech in this game is probably one of my favorites from the Mega Man games that I've seen run. It's just there's a lot of fun intricacies, especially with some of the powers that you can get later on. The damage boosts are nice and just really. It's really fun to work around, and those climbs, when they're done right like that, they look so good.
Yeah, so you saw me burn a tree stump that was blocking the way that had a heart container. We need to get all of those hearts for the 100% category.
Yeah.
And that is one thing you require Dragoon's weapon to get the heart. So that is one less revisit. Because we already got everything in this stage, so we don't need to go back here ever again.
Now, there is some nice little bit of tech here that unfortunately we don't have access to at the moment, but it is possible to quick kill Spider, and I'm hoping we might be able to see it during the refight. If we get some lucky RNG for his spawns.
Exactly. Spider does nothing special, we just shoot him a bunch. So if you got any donations, this would be a good time for it.
I do not have any new donations. However, now is a good time to remind folks that we have 2 ongoing polls. We have the Super Monkey Ball Monkey Choice. Mimi now has $30 raised, which places Mimi just behind AI, or II rather, with $49.80, and both Gon Gon and Baby are feeling neglected with $0 raised each. But Up next, after this run, we have Legend of Zelda, and you have the character choice for the girl character or the boy character. The girl character is far and away in the lead with $251 raised, and the boy character has the 10. So if you would like to see the boy character, you got limited time to make that happen.
Nice. So some I unfortunately have died against him. I got caught up in his web attack twice, which is would have been a dead run, but since this is a marathon, we're just gonna keep going.
We're just gonna say it's RNG manipulation.
Exactly, it's RNG manipulation. There's nothing went wrong. Exactly.
Absolutely nothing to see here.
It was an intended death to get a better pattern on the fight again.
Exactly. As you can see, we beat him very, very quickly. Oh boy.
I honestly think Lightning Web is one of my favorite abilities here, just because of the movement tech that you do with it throughout the game, and just giving yourself extra walls to jump off of. The wall jumping is so much fun, and X4.
Yeah, that's the main function of Web Spider's weapon, which will also allow us to go into Owl Stage. So if Crimson would like to explain the stage here.
Okay, so Owl Stage is a lot of platforming across over these ships, as well as just using the Falcon mech to, I believe it's Falcon mech, I could be wrong, but to straight up get through this area as quick as possible. The air dash on it covers a lot of distance. It has a good charge shot to it. And as you can see, we've pretty much reached the end of the first area.
Yeah, you just plow through with it. It's always fun. Now here comes a pretty interesting part to get the arm upgrades.
Yep. The arm upgrade now is by and far one of the hardest ones to get, given the spikes all around it, as you saw there. A misinputted lightning web just will send you hurling into spikes, thinking you hit it properly, and it's not there.
Yeah.
So, unique, at least. Well, actually, no, not at the time, but within X4 itself, you get the choice of two arm parts. The part we chose for speed's sake, as well as the fact that it's by all around means better, is called the stock shot. And what it does is allows you to have 4 charge shots stacked up at the same time, ready to fire. And that'll come in very handy for Storm Owl.
Yeah, Storm Owl also RNG fest. You don't know what he's going to do, where he's going to come from. He goes from one end to the screen to the other. He goes off the screen, then comes back, and it's just a crapshoot if you hit him, or if you don't hit him. Like right there, he just came from below, so I didn't hit him when he coming up. I did hit him off screen there though, so that's fun.
Yep. Owl is one of the few bosses that you're actually able to kind of snipe off screen if you're good on where he is.
Like that.
Like that. Off-screen explosions. Cool mechs don't look at explosions.
Exactly.
Well, sadly, unfortunately, X was looking at that explosion. We're the cool mechs because we didn't get to see it.
Yeah. And as a bonus, we got the kill on the platform, which is slightly faster because X leaves the screen faster in general. So now we're coming up to Walrus stage, which is, in my honest opinion, the second worst stage of the game. I don't like Walrus stage. Oh hey, Blizzard Buffalo from X3.
Oh yeah, very easy little Easter eggs to miss if you're not paying attention is the fact that all the Ice Mavericks from X1, 2, and 3 are frozen as ice sculptures within the background of the stage.
It's a fun little continuity Easter egg.
But it makes no sense since they blew up.
Actually, from what I know of slight continuity stuff, I think those are just all ice sculptures that Buffalo made simply to be reminded of those bosses by. Because like they were all apparently friends or some stuff. But as you saw, we just picked up what is known as the EX tank a while back. The EX tank is not really well known what it does, but when you game over, or at least start a new stage, depending on how it runs out, instead of starting with 2 extra lives, you then start with 4.
So in the speedrun sense, it's kind of useless.
Yeah, because you want to be dying as little as possible.
Or not dying at all. Hopefully.
Well, that would qualify as little as possible now, wouldn't it?
Exactly. You also saw me beat
I'll go negative.
yeah.
Negative deaths.
Negative death. So we've also skipped on some commentary there on the mini-boss section of this stage. I just like to call him the Ice Claw, because that's what he is. He's an Ice Claw. And he basically has... It's just RNG whether you'll hit him and he's going to stay open, and you'll continue hitting him with the charged fire, or he's going to close and go to the end of the screen that he's facing. So that's a thing. I just saw I didn't get the best RNG, but meh, what can we do?
We're at Walrus himself now. Walrus isn't too RNG heavy.
Actually, he's the only boss that isn't RNG at all.
Yep. As you saw, what we did is took an intentional damage boost to try to get on the other side of him, so that way we could just get him stun locked right into this back corner.
And he's dead.
One of the toughest stages, what seems like one of the easiest bosses if you can get that damage boost off.
Yeah.
He has what's known as Spark Mandrill syndrome.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate for him, but not for us.
Exactly.
For those that don't know what... Yeah, for those that don't... Go ahead, Plain.
You explain, Crimson. Sorry.
I'll get it at the moment. At the moment, right now, we're going on to the first Colonel fight. The difference between X and Zero is X has to fight this fight. Zero just gets a lovely little cutscene.
Yeah.
But as I was saying with Spark Mandrill syndrome, Spark Mandrill is a boss from X1 who is notorious for, if you hit him with his weakness, you can stun lock him into oblivion. And therefore, he is literally the second boss on the list of bosses to beat.
And as you can see, we chose to beat Walrus now because that is the Colonel's weakness.
Yep, Frost Tower is Colonel's weakness.
And that Frost Tower just hitting multiple times throughout the ability just makes that fight so fast.
It does.
It does. So now is Jet Stingray the worst stage in the game.
Yeah, no contest. As you can see, we're on an auto-scroller.
A fast one, but...
I don't remember renting Battletoads.
You're giving me flashbacks.
Fortunately, there is no going down to the left and up to the right.
Yeah. You saw me get the heart there. That is a jump that most people tend to do on their first run, but then realize that they missed the heart.
Yeah, in order to get that, you have to just literally trust and fall off the platform to know that there's ground there. So, Act 2 is actually a bit more open and less constrained from instant death traps, but there's still quite a bit that can go wrong here. Mostly from the notion that you could time a dash wrong, and I'll give Runner a small bit of silence time so that way he can hit correct dash, so Get another item.
Yeah, I missed that jump there to get the sub tank multiple times.
Yeah, that sub tank has been the bane of many a 100% runner simply because of how it's positioned.
Yeah.
So
Here I have Jet Stingray.
Stingray is, as you can see, he has the ability to just do that right off the bat. He could dive right at you, and this is kind of what you want from him as X, is you want him to stay up above, so that way, and shoot his weapon at you, so that way you're able to completely overpower him with charge shots.
Even though his weakness is the Frost Tower, we don't use it because
It's just simply faster not to.
yeah. Basically, he gets frozen and it takes a really, really long time for him to get damaged again.
And then immediately after, he goes off screen.
Exactly. And even while he's going off screen, he's invincible. So that's a thing. But we got Ground Hunter, and now we're going to Slash Beast stage.
Oh. See, in my personal opinion, I find Slash Beast to be the second worst stage.
Do you?
But that's also because I'm a Zero runner.
True. I can imagine how this stage would be difficult as Zero.
So, as you're already seeing, a lot of this tech is just staying on the move and a lot of careful notions on where the enemies are so you can place your charge shots and get most of the enemies out of the way. And a damage boost every now and then.
It happens. Sometimes you got a damage boost.
Hey, iframes are your friends.
Exactly.
Now, the biggest part that many runners tend to have a problem with are those lasers. You get caught by them, especially when it's the double setup, and you get one charging, then you run to the other one, and the other one's already charging as well, so quick movement is key. And that was an amazingly quick mini-boss kill. Straight up.
That was a mini-boss?
Yep, that was a mini-boss.
That was a mini-boss.
Just charged Rising Fire right into Lemon Spam. Because that boss just has no iframes.
It seems like X just does not like used car dealers with how much he shoots out those lemons.
Exactly.
Either that or he loves giving out candy.
Almost missed the heart. That would have been tragic.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. If missing a piece is a reset or just a revisit, and we want neither of those, save for one intentional revisit later on.
One revisit that we are literally obligated to do. At least in this route.
Yep.
But that was Slash Beast stage, and now his is Slash Beast himself. Now I say he's the one that has Spark Mandrill Syndrome. Because you'll see really quick.
Yeah, you can keep him stun locked, but he still is able to get a move out. But either way.
Yeah. He's dead.
Easy enough?
Easy enough.
Using their weaknesses always makes the bosses easy. That's the reason why people who differentiate X and Zero tend to consider X as hard stages, easy bosses, and then Zero is easy stages, hard bosses.
True. And now remember that revisit we were talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Dragoon stage. Our only objectives here are to straight up get the heart tank and get the armor part as fast as possible. Why now you're saying why didn't we get the heart tank in the first visit here? Because we needed Slash Beast's weapon to get into the armor part. So better just knock two birds out with one stone and get both the items in one revisit.
Yeah. We could technically have gotten the heart, but it's just faster to just get it on the revisit in general.
Especially because you have this lovely little item that you can use for any stages you go back to called the escape unit. Escape unit pretty much does exactly what it says on the tin. It allows you to escape a previously completed stage.
Yeah, so you saw the heart was just sitting there on the ledge. We could have gotten it, but it's either just charge Rising Fire on it and get it. And here's the body parts. And off we go. Now we go into Mushroom Stage.
Yeah, split mushroom.
I believe this stage has one of my favorite pieces of tech.
Yes, that's the part where you saw the elevator. It's in the second part of the stage.
I also I know like it can be a bit strenuous for some people, but I really like the rotation of this background, especially for a PlayStation 1 game. You know, back in the day, it's really interesting to watch that 3D background move.
Yeah, for the time, it was actually a very interesting idea, especially for a PS1 game.
The Mushroom Stage is very vertical, so Charge Rising Fire is gonna come really handy.
Yeah, because as you can see, it launches you up in a Shoryuken kind of manner. Alright, so now we're getting into one of the major things of the game. This
mini boss. Say hi to him.
And then,
say bye.
Yep, say bye to him. That is what is known as mini boss skip, and it can only be done by X, because Charge Rising Fire is just that broken.
You do a Charge Rising Fire, you go off screen, and then you do a Nova Strike, which is the super move that we get with the body parts that we just acquired from Dragoon Stage, so there's a synergy there.
Yep, and what that'll do is that will actually just allow you to go high enough that the screen will not lock where the mini boss is, and just away you go.
Yeah, and here's the elevator. It's pretty slow. So do we have any donations now that we can read?
We do not have any new donations. However, good time to remind folks that we do have bid wars running for Super Monkey Ball, the Monkey Choice, and for Legend of Zelda, which is coming up next for girl character or boy character. Girl character is still far away in the lead with $251 raised, and the boy character is lagging way behind with only the 10. So if you want to see the boy character for that event, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Nice. So you saw the elevator skip. If anybody want to talk about it?
I don't know much about it, but I know I love it because you're moving off screen with no actual notation of where you are to just skip the rest of the auto scroller, and it just looks so interesting.
That is pretty much the explanation of it. Is that
you go off screen and then the screen catches, and then you just get caught up.
It allows you to get well positioned into Mushroom's boss arena, so that way you're just able to completely decimate him as shown.
As shown, because he too has Spark. A lot of bosses have Spark Mantle Syndrome in this game.
Yeah, some worse than others.
Yeah, but Mushroom just weak to the Web Spider, so we just abuse that. And he falls really, really quickly. One more Maverick left, and that's Cyber Peacock.
So, Cyber Peacock is actually any runner's favorite stage to go through to test themselves. The boss, not so much sometimes.
I think he's my favorite visual design, but can be very unforgiving in the actual fight.
So,
Agreed.
yeah. So as you're seeing, what's going on is both X and Zero, when going through Cyber Peacock stage, go through areas that test their skills effectively. And your objective is to get S ranks on all of them, or else you will not be getting any of the bonus rewards. So with X, vigorous abuse of Soul Body allows just speedy maneuvering through each area.
Soul Body, which we acquired from Mushroom, is pretty much the only way to destroy these yellow spheres.
Yep.
And if we get caught by them, it's bad.
Yeah, that's a lot of time lost. By the way, you remember how I said that there were more climbs to come? That's actually many a runner's favorite climb to do, because there's just always something to improve on it.
Yeah.
What's it say about me that when you said more climbs to come, I heard more clams? More clams to come.
More clams to come, sure thing. So we got all the S ranks, which means we got the heart tank, the sub tank, and the head parts.
Yes.
Too bad the head parts. Please explain, Crimson. You go.
The head parts are actually the most broken armor piece within the entire X franchise, and especially in X4, because what they allow you to do is, as long as you keep your weapon uncharged, your sub-weapon uncharged, it will give you infinite ammo for it. And that's OP when most of your damage output is coming from charge shots and the boss's sub-weapon, which, as you can see, with Peacock coming up,
It's Soul Body.
it's gonna be broken.
Yeah. And we just skimmed over the final stage, second part of the stage. It's nothing really special. You just go through a little area, beat some enemies.
You play golf.
Yeah.
But, yeah, as you can see, Flenn just used Soul Body right there, and the sub-weapon gauge, which is just to the right of your health gauge in the upper left, did not decrease at all. That's because he used it in its uncharged version. So that just gets infinite ammo.
And Peacock behaved pretty well.
That's actually not too bad of RNG. He didn't give you a whole lot of ground moves, which...
Yeah, he just stayed on the side floating there, which is really what you want when going for a PB.
Yep.
You usually stay on the ground and do things, shenanigans and stuff. But now we're going to final stages.
Yep. So, welcome to Spaceport. Perhaps I believe the shortest stage in the entire game, save for intro stage. And this is like one of the only stages that technically isn't divided into two parts.
Yeah, it is the only stage not divided into two parts.
Yep. So, with that in mind, it's just a nice quick climb up, and as you can see, this is handling... magnifique.
Magnifique. Choked a little bit at the end, but that's fine.
Still great climb up, just really solid movements throughout. Just especially that last long jump off the wall.
Yeah. Say hello to the Colonel again.
Yeah, so specific to X's story, we now have Colonel 2. This fight for Zero's side would actually be Colonel 1. And strategy is just same as before. Spam his weakness.
Yeah. And he's gone. Very quick.
Rip Colonel.
Rip Colonel, because now he actually dies.
Yep, now he go boom.
Bluey.
He went kablooey. So up next is we go to the final weapon. Oh,
So I'm hoping a lot of people played a Mega Man X game before, because if you have, you already know who the final boss is going to be.
yeah,
So, final weapon, aka Sigma Stage 1.
Sigma Stage 1. Technically Sigma Stage 2, if you think about it. Oh look, it's double. The guy that was on the right screen on the stage select. What is he doing here?
Gee, I wonder, could his name be an illusion for anything?
Oh boy,
I'm gonna
he's evil.
you.
He's gonna recycle us.
So yeah, double is literally, his name has very triple meaning, and that he's a double agent. He has double personalities, or at least 2 different body types, and he's weak to double cyclone.
Exactly. So we just spam it and he's gone really, really quickly.
No, because welcome to Sigma Stage 2.
This is the actual stage, if you think about it. In a way. So there are 2 paths here. We take the bottom path because it's generally faster.
Mostly because you get the mech.
Get in the
Yeah.
mech, X.
Although I missed it on that jump for that final guy, but that's fine.
Hey, good save overall.
Yeah,
And now welcome to a boss that many a fan refer to as RN General.
he's
Reason
big guy.
being, he is very big guy, and reason being is, if you thought Dragoon was RNG,
I have no choice.
General can just do one of many things that can completely screw over your run, and he's actually being nice today.
For once. So his weakness is the twin slasher, but the only spot that he can be hit is
Head.
his head.
Yep.
So we have to stay in this corner, and we got him. Nice.
Fight.
Usually it doesn't go this well for me. I'm
It never goes well for many a Zero speedrunner either.
understandable. Usually I'm in the yellow health. But yeah, that was the interesting thing. That was the only stage where you fight 2 bosses. 2 actual bosses, in fact. And speaking of bosses, boss rush time.
Yes, the ever typical Capcom boss refights. Sigma Stage 3 is always usually going to be a boss refight, and the key objective is to just get these done as fast as possible. And we're back with Web Spider first. We're hoping that we could see that lovely little quick kill strat given correct RNG.
Should he behave for us? Ooh,
Oh, okay. Now, that's actually
we
that's
got
fine.
it.
That's perfect. So what you saw there with Spider's health rapidly dropping during the Nova Strike, when Spider is up in his leaves, he has no iframes. None whatsoever. Meaning that if you can plan it out properly, not only could you potentially just quick kill him that way, but you could also potentially overflow his health.
Yeah,
He'll still die, but it's funny.
It's just funny to see the bar shoot through the top of the screen and then he drops down and explodes.
Yes. And as you can see, we're back with Dragoon, who is giving us not the best RNG, but thankfully, now that we have his weakness, we don't care about his RNG.
you're gonna see me intentionally take some damage there. That's because I want to recharge my Nova Strike. And the way to recharge a Nova Strike is by taking damage.
That is the only way to recharge it. A weapon tank will just not do it.
Exactly. Why do we want to get the Nova Strike again? Because now we're going back to Owl. And Owl also has a quick kill.
And the timing on Owl Quick Kill is a bit more technical, but I have faith that our runner will get it.
I did get it during practice yesterday. Want to hit him a couple of times here to make sure. Not quite, but that was good enough.
Yep, so what happens there is you hit Owl with his weakness, and during the time that you think he'd have iframes, he does not have iframes.
So you just use the Nova Strike and his health goes bye-bye. And now pretty much all the bosses are just gonna be the same.
Yep,
So yeah.
same strats as before, just a bit faster and a bit just more amusing, given the fact that it's like, yeah, we beat you once, we'll do it again.
You'd think for refights they'd, add in another cycle or a different pattern or something to make it more difficult, but no, you just get the same fight.
Yeah.
You'd think, but let's be real. Sigma has never been good at resurrecting Mavericks because you should know that upgrading their AI is just out of the question.
Absolutely. So here's Slash Beast again. Nothing new. Just do the same things.
Hit him with his weakness and just let him dash onto you like a moron. Oh.
And he's gone. Easy game, easy game. So now, do we have any donations? Now is a perfect time for them.
We do, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much for a very generous $100 donation from Freckles, and a $5 donation from Awu Squad, who says, donating dollars because Otter Sparks told me clams are not an acceptable form of currency. That is true, they are not, I am sorry. At least not here. Also, because healthcare is a basic human right, which includes abortion, indeed. Thank you very much for that donation. Also, I have an update from that $100 donation on our incentives. The monkey choice is now for Baby, with $105 raised, which places Baby ahead of II with $49.80, and Mimi with $30, and Gon has 0.
Poor Gon. Nobody likes him.
Poor Gon.
He's a good monkey. Just
yeah.
Just no respect, it seems.
So it seems. I don't even know the game.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're getting. Unfortunately, we're just getting unlucky with all these Yaz from Stingray.
That doesn't look like water. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that.
Yeah, why is it green?
It is secretly Sigma's stash of lemon lime Kool-Aid.
That's canon now.
I think the worst Kool-Aid too. I don't know, the lemon lime is always like a weak flavoring. So it's like that's the worst one.
Well, then it's perfect for a villain.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so
now Peacock is going to be doing some more grounded attacks now.
As you can see, Peacock's shenanigans have started, because
it's Peacock.
He just sometimes like to teleport on you. Oh no. We have heard that X is getting serious now.
Yeah.
How serious will X get? Well,
he dies.
Boss dead.
That's pretty serious.
That was pretty serious. I was trying to do a Nova Strike, but I didn't. You can tell how if you have it without pausing the game. So yeah, I didn't have the Nova Strike. Oh my god, the Grim Reaper. Oh, his name is Sigma. Who could have thought?
And for inexplicable reasons, the game decides, yeah, you've been through enough with the refights. We'll just give you a full recovery.
And another full recovery in the room right before.
Yep.
I mean, usually when games give you full recoveries, you know something bad's about to happen.
Except this is pretty easy. As you can see, Reaper Sigma was done like that. For some reason, the charged Rising Fire negates his iframes.
Because
So
it has,
it ju-
because it has multi-hit properties.
Yeah.
And now, round 2 Sigma, weak to Lightning Web, and literally just that's all you want to be doing.
Yeah. And Charged Web is pretty effective as well. Oh, he took the double hit on that web. Nice.
Nice. Double hits are always good. So
Yeah. But we're not done yet.
oh, Sigma being done after 2 fights. What is this? Let's see what line we get.
Are you ready for your
Ah,
final
I was hoping for the other line, but that's okay.
I was hoping for the prepare to become space dust. I want to become space dust.
Prepare to become space dust.
Yeah. So now final Sigma. Please, Crimson, if you'd like to explain that. What's going on?
Sure. So Final Sigma has 2 different heads that you have to worry about attacking, and both of them have very specific weaknesses. As you can see, Gun Sigma, as he's affectionately called, is weak to Soul Body. So what you want to do is just nice 1 cycle.
Yeah, he behaved.
That's exactly what you'd want, and you just need to. Gun Sigma, you just want to keep spamming Soul Body on him, just so that way he gets done and over with. With Ground Sigma, Gaia Sigma, as some people call him, the pattern that you'd actually want is for him to suck you in, because that just puts you in proper position to hit him with his weakness, Ground Hunter.
Just like that. Sigma behaves, so this is pretty quick. Time is coming up really shortly, is when I lose the control of the character in the next scene. And that's time. Final scene with the general. He's gonna sacrifice himself to stop the weapon from destroying the planet. So yeah, that was Mega Man X4. Thanks everybody for sticking around and watching it with us, and thanks for the commentators for joining in as well. It was pretty fun.
Thank you for having me. I'm always welcome to help a fellow X-Runner.
Thanks
Nice.
for having me as well.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
And like I said, these cutscenes are just delightfully 90s anime. And it's just it's a shame that they don't get to be shown off more. But they're a good bad reason to want to get into X4 just for the cutscenes.
And the voice acting.
Yeah, especially since most of the voice acting is carried over from Mega Man 8, which also has the very 90s anime cutscenes.
Absolutely. So yeah, thanks everybody.
And thank you so much for showing us that game. It's it's pretty wild. I like it a lot. While you're still here, we do have a relevant donation from Wolf Shadow for $5, who says, I gotta donate during a run of an X game, especially an X run of X4. Way too many people prefer that blonde guy. Just also wanted to say thank you for Fastest Furs holding this event. Thank you for having me again as a host and a runner. And let's get this blueberry. Whoop Siggy's rear. Much love to hubby.
Yeah. So is this plug-in time? I want to say
It's plug-in time.
it's plug-in. So yeah, if you want to watch me run more games, I'm actually learning Devil May Cry 1 runs, so that's pretty fun. If you want to check me out, you can catch me live almost every weekend and on twitch.tv/funnels. We'd love to see everyone there. So yeah.
Joker, if you want to go next, I'll go last.
Oh, sure. I'm actually I'm a runner for a game called Synesthete. It's a rhythm action game. I go live kind of whenever. My Twitch is just Joker. So yeah, if you want to come see that, I may even end up picking up X4 just because it does look like a very fun game, and I've enjoyed my time here. So thanks again, Flen.
You're welcome, dude.
And as for me, it's like, as I said back at 4 in the morning, but for those that weren't there, I am Crimson Shooter. I am a challenge runner and non-competitive X4 speedrunner. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at Crimson Shooter, spelled exactly the way you see on the screen. I'm usually live on the weekends as well, so feel free to stop on by, and I will gladly welcome you to my little domain.
Yeah, thanks everybody.